This is Italy, the country where tradition and history merge harmoniously with innovation and design, where the culture of beauty and quality are considered a heritage to pass down over the centuries, and where know-how is a precious gift to hand down from generation to generation. The story of DEA is the story of DEA Mantalassi, who since she was a child cultivated the passion and fervor for top-quality linen. She grew up among embroideries, laces and decorations, and when older, became pupil of Evelina Bellini, among the most famous and distinguished embroiderers, as well as founder of the most prestigious designer labels in the world for household linens. In the mid-1960s, thanks to her charisma and abilities, DEA started producing and selling autonomously. Success increased, and DEA created the first workshop in the fertile Chianti area, famous for not only the wines, but also for the ancient embroideries and plentiful and skilled artisans specialized in this art. Shortly after, her two brothers started working in the company. Alfredo would take care of the financial and administrative part, and Franco, the commercial one. The 1970s are the turning point for the company. In fact, color is introduced as well as the first processes with automated labor. That is, the first use of embroidery machines, operated by human hand that work alongside the traditional artisan production, which remained a cornerstone of the company. The years between 1980 and 1990 saw the first approaches to the foreign market, thanks to the arrival in the company of her daughter, Sabrina, who also grew up among laces and embroideries, but especially among business management studies. Sabrina gave the family company an indelible imprint, guiding it definitely towards the internationalization of the brand and enriching it with additional commercial and distribution development. Thus, the new millennium started for DEA, with the establishment of the new company, DEA USA, and the opening of its first American flagship store in Palm Beach, Florida. The story of the DEA family continues. The product is created from the careful selection of premium woven fabrics and precious threads that are consigned to our powerful but sophisticated looms, able to weave precious cloths, in some cases already decorated by the same loom, which are then transferred to our Tuscan workshops for the following processing. It is here, in Tuscany, that DEA Mantalassi, as design manager, is in charge of the delicate phases of the creation of the company's masterpieces, such as the choice of fabrics, colors, and designs. Innate talent, century-old tradition, precious taste of beauty, and a fantastic hand are the ingredients that give prestige and appeal to each DEA creation. In fact, in a creative corner, some designers, actually real artists, skillfully led by DEA, start a new journey. This is how a simple and light pencil mark quickly acquires, with naturalness and precision, color, until it becomes a work of art that will transform into the next DEA embroidery. The embroideries are realized by skilled artisans, specialized with unique techniques, handed down from generation to generation, passed on in the Tuscan territory, in the fertile Chianti area, where they, the lucky heirs of an incomparable tradition, were born and raised. It is here that laces are applied and cut. The fabrics are unthreaded completely by hand. Rigorously handmade polka dots are realized, the mitre of the pillowcases, and many other artisan processes which can hardly be surpassed are carried out. quarters, a meticulous and accurate quality control is carried out. The products are ironed by hand, piece by piece, then folded and ironed again with dedicated machines that will bring them to final packaging, often controlled personally by Madame DEA. To satisfy the continuous demands of a growing and evolving market, alongside the artisanal production, over the years also the highly industrial line has broadened, always characterized by human imprint, indispensable for DEA, which decides the cuts and embroideries that the machine must execute. Nowadays, technology is a fundamental and indispensable asset for some processing, and has been found to be the correct collocation within a company with a purely artisanal soul. Large machines execute precise and complex cuts on various types of fabrics, with considerable advantages for the workflow. Expert operators transfer the artistic designs to modern and powerful personal computers, and it is thanks to the dedicated software, as well as great experience and ability of the operator, that technology meets art, and the embroidery comes to life within the powerful industrial embroidery machines. The machine wonderfully interprets this information, and just like magic, the embroidery appears on the fabric. Other machines create very precious and elegant laces that will be transferred, often by hand, onto other processed household linen articles. In neighbouring workshops, the direct prints on fabric, always starting from the inspiration and talent of the DEA creative department, are carried out. The DEA product is the beautiful result of the Made in Italy productive strength, the soundness of a family-run company strongly tied to its territory, and the result of the work of people animated by passion and talent throughout all divisions of the company. DEA product is the fruit of a consolidated experience, based on precious and unique artisan values that are also found in its modern industrial lines. Today, the DEA product is found worldwide. Many exclusive pieces are produced and are available to prestigious retail partners internationally and in our new flagship stores, both in Italy and scattered around the world. The DEA style has always combined tradition, quality, craftsmanship, and innovation, and it produces splendid, unique, and elegant creations.